Your true nature is one of fluidity, flowing like a river without blockages. Now is your opportunity to just take a moment for self-care. When the world was first created, there was a thing called just darkness, or what we in Tai Chi and Qigong call Wu Qi. Everyone say Wu Qi. Wu Qi. Wu Qi means stillness, no extremities, without movement. So when the creator of this universe said, let there be light, then there was movement. So in stillness, we're able to release so we can refill what we need here, or through what we call the Bai Hui. So take a couple of moments to just breathe. And we breathe from a place we call our lower belly. It's like 1.5 inches below our navel. Who knew? But that's called the body's medicine. It's 1.5 inches below the navel. Same place, same vicinity where you were birthed from. And some of us even call this infant breathing. Yes. And we allow the lower belly to expand when we inhale, and to sink down and release as we exhale. We breathe in through the nose. We breathe out through the nose. So before we start any Tai Chi movement, we go back to revisit stillness from where we came. So for the next 30 seconds, just feel the stillness as your stomach rises and falls without effort. And your chest is just relaxed, allowing all of your organs, your heart, your lungs, the pericardium that soothes the heart, to just relax and just flow. Very good. Keeping your eyes closed. We're going to slowly bring you back from this journey, but understanding you always have access to this wonderful place of bliss, this internal place that threads the bridge to the higher vibration, the higher place of access and so much abundance for all that you need and all that you desire, to live a life of peace and balance. That also means you still desire to learn the lesson, even in tough times. Because you're loved so much when you were created. You receive access, but you also have choice in stillness to tap into that choice, and understanding that everything that you've experienced in your life has a purpose, no matter how tough or no matter how happy it made you. And joy is a part of that choice. When you see things from that perspective, you're able to always relax your shoulders and experience the journey. We're going to slowly start to return back to present. I'll count down from 5. And yes, we have already started the experience of Tai Chi Gong, the work, the universal work of self, bridging the gap between this earthly experience and connecting to that higher vibration from where we first came, where we first thought about. In 5, 4, we start to acknowledge the breath, inhalation and exhalation. And we almost sense a mist, almost like a genie returning to a bottle. It's like your spirit is on a higher vibration coming forward to release physical disharmony. But we return to that place so we can experience everything that we're supposed to during this earthly journey. Ah, yes, the cosmic vibration of all that loves us, all that is internal, and all possibilities. We slowly start to reawaken our fingers and feeling our fingers moving around. The life inside of our fingers in our physical form. And at the same time, we start to move our feet around. And we're breathing. And we're at number 4. But as we approach number 3, we start to reawaken, opening our eyes very slowly and breathing and relaxing, still in the state of returning back to present. Start to open your eyes, move your arms around a little bit more, move your fingers. Open your eyes. Make sure you're present, looking around, looking at the television, the sign, the material things in the room. And now let's start to look at each other. The reconnection with other humans on this plane is a very beautiful experience. We greet each other with smiles, as I can see upon that return. And we also greet each other with love. As we say, when we look at each other, welcome back, neighbor. Welcome back, neighbor. Very good. Excellent. Give yourselves a hand, everybody. Very good. Some people wonder why we often start, and it's not an intentional meditation, it's a natural state. Qi Gong and Tai Chi is a very natural state, although it was thought about over 100 years ago. So I'm going to pick on you, maybe one or two people, just to find out what your experience was. No expectations. Everything is what it is, whether it was a good experience or however you want to frame it. All right? So what's your name again, miss? And thank you for coming out to the group. What's your name? Yes. Nancy? All right, very good, Nancy. It's a pleasure. What was your experience just now, if there was anything that occurred for you?
Just the calmness, thinking, whatever was around me.
Okay, very good. Thank you for that. Yes, your experience.
Releasing the stress from driving downtown to get here.
Really?
It's on my shoulders.
And did it sort of move, or how would you describe what happened with it?
I felt the tension in the before I believe. Once I closed my eyes, I could feel the tension kind of.
Beautiful. That's releasing. Okay, thank you. Anybody else? Yes, ma'am. What was your experience? You know I'm going to pick on you because you have that look like, why am I here and what is this guy talking about? Yes, ma'am. That's not what she told you? Okay, very good. I love surprises. Now I get to pick on you even more. Excellent. I love this. Yes, no, seriously though. What did you notice?
It was a hectic day, so it was a calmness coming down. What I had to deal with today.
Excellent. Notice everyone says the same thing. They feel that release. When you align your body, so now you go back and examine, why is he having me sit with my feet out? You remove the blockages. And just like a waterfall, it goes over the boulders and out to the ground, which is, the earth is designed to receive compost. And it is recycled back up. That's the nature of who you are. You're designed with that thing. And he even gave you a bubbling well for information you don't need to float out of. Right down. Isn't it beautiful? Okay. Give yourselves a hand one more time. Beautiful. Just like water, and people ask me, how do you know when you speak to a higher universe, or what you may call God, I call God? Two places, when I'm in the mountains and when I'm in the shower. Water. Yeah, it's true. And so there's a thing we call lift water. It's a beautiful practice, and I would love for you all to join me in it. So take a moment. I'll count to 3 and go on and stand up. Take your time because I know you've been sitting for a while. 1, 2, and 3. Go on and stand up. Breathe out as you stand. And kind of move around a little bit. Very good. Excellent. Yes. There you go. Yeah, shake it out. Yeah. Some of us have a morning routine because if you think about it, you're laying in a bed 5, 6, 7, 8 hours. And so some of you, do you have a routine when you first wake up? What is something that you do when you first wake up? What was that? Stretch. You stretch. Very good. Show us one of your stretching. No, I'm just kidding right now. Okay, that's just it. Okay, gotcha. All right, very good. Excellent. Yes. How about it, Mr. Carlos? What do you do when you wake up in the morning? What's one thing you do as a routine?
Breathe slow again, pick up from my stomach and everything else.
Okay.
Breathe it in and out.
Excellent. Acknowledging the breath that you have.
Yeah.
Paying more attention to it.
And,
Excellent.
Be thankful that I woke up.
Gratitude. Beautiful. I love it. Larry, what's one thing you do, my friend? Just stand up and get going, huh? Okay. Excellent. Excellent. So let's do a little bit of that routine. Let's rub the fingers together, and feet are about, hip distance apart, comfortable, and we keep the knees soft. If you look around, everyone is kind of flowing to a vibration, and it's natural. Go on, look around at everybody. It's okay. But what do you notice? Everybody's kind of like just swaying. It reminds me of like in church, when you're worshiping, there's a vibration that's moving you in a very gentle way. Tai Chi and Qigong emits that same type of thing, especially when you add this kind of music to it. It just calms the spirit. The spirit deserves that acknowledgement, that part of self-care. So you're rubbing the loud gong, which is the palace of work. Everyone say palace of work. Palace of work. Absolutely. It's one of the 5 gates of Tai Chi and Qigong, the energy gates. Very good. So let's put that on the sides of our neck, and fingers are going to be at the back of the neck. You sort of massage gently with the elbows down and the shoulders down. Relax. Continue to breathe gently. And the vagus nerve deserves that attention. It's the large vein or the large muscle or the large nerve that goes down from the brainstem down to the rest of the body. So you want to massage that gently when you wake up in the morning and just breathe gently. So you're clearing blockages, you're clearing so information can flow more smoothly. Feel that. And just breathe for just the next 10 seconds and massage. Very good. Inhale, hold, exhale, bring your arms down slowly, breathing out through the nose, and just being present. Very good. Give yourselves a hand. Excellent. Moving on along with our agenda, we're going to connect with water. We're going to do lift water. With everything just in a relaxed state. This is something that we specifically developed in Tai Chi Gong to acknowledge the earth, but we learn to connect the heavens with the earth. And the way we do that is by noticing what's on earth and what does the earth have to offer us. Let's hear from you. What is it that the earth has to offer us? What's one thing that we offer or that we gather from the earth? Energy. Let's be more specific. What is it that you can see? Dirt. Thank you. Dirt. One more. Grass. This is the visualization part. Huh? Life force. Okay. And we also see roots of trees. Yes. Grass. All of that. So as we examine the earth with our fingers, we go down and we smoothly spread the fingers around. It's like our fingers are ruffling over a field of wildflowers connected to the stems and the roots, and we slowly bring it up very gently. It's almost a process of like bridging, and we stop about shoulder height. Now, what's happening here that you may notice? Everything in this essence, no, you're great. It is offered upward to the universe where it is loved, refined, and nourished. It is returned to your hands, where you turn the hands over slowly, inhalation, and settle it back down, like putting a newborn baby to sleep in his crib. Very gently and with love, you return into the earth. Isn't that a beautiful imagery? So now your task is to do it on your own. Thank you so much. I appreciate it. Thank you. So, let's do that 2 more times on your own. Take your time with it. Notice the gathering from the earth. Notice the lifting up and feel that connection. Very good. And be sure to breathe out during the release. Very good. I notice some people are wiggling their fingers to make sure that their fingers are relaxed. And those who've come together for the first time, it's like you've been here before. But understanding this is a natural state because you return and you start to bridge yourself to those or that which has created you. That's how life is supposed to be. But now when you're engaged in this practice, you feel that true connection. Very good. And I think some of you are loving it so much you haven't stopped yet. I love it. That's beautiful. And bringing it down. 1, 2, and 3. Beautiful. Acknowledge the present, the appreciation, and acknowledge yourself for taking part in this simple exercise. Breathe in, smile love to yourself, and breathe out. Give yourselves a hand. Very good. Look around at everybody, just briefly. Look around. See the joy? Very good. And it's a natural state. Someone asked me before, Brian, is this a part of religion? No, it's a part of nature. It's the nature of man that we have not always been informed about. And today we're just practicing further connecting with those possibilities. And it's like polishing off the rust. It's always there, but when you engage in it, you feel that flow. So after the water comes, then we move to something we call cloud hands. Everyone say cloud hands. Cloud hands. It's very simple, and we're going and get into it. I'll demonstrate it, and then you can follow me. So the imagery is the shoulders are going to stay relaxed, and the purpose of this is to help to coordinate the body and the breath into a gentle flow of motion. So if you can imagine yourself in your backyard or at Starved Rock, and you just feel like moving gently and connecting earth, man, and the heavens. Cloud hands is something that can help you do that. I'll demonstrate, and feel free to connect with me. Here we go. Just watch for a moment. Notice the hand, the elbow is still low, the fingers are elongated and relaxed, and you're looking at the loud gong. So everything becomes a very comfortable flow. And in a few moments, I'll have you join me. Inhale, exhale. Don't worry so much about the coordination, kind of gently get into the movement. And there's no hurry, so we can start the flow now. Very good. I'll turn around and I'll lead you in the movement. Let's start with the right hand, flowing inward and outward. Left hand coming up gently. Kind of feel a flow that is not hurried. One that is very gentle. One that is not hard on the muscles, the joints. One that allows you to breathe. Breathe life into all of your organs, all of your joints. No impact, but lots of influence. Continue to fall into this flow of cloud hands and let it lead you where you can go naturally. Continue. Very good. Continue that flow. Very good. Continue. Continue. Excellent. And from the back of the room, it appears everyone is moving in unison. That's the unified posture of the universe, and it's very beautiful. The universe has a pulse, and now you're paying attention to that. And then you start to move just where your true nature is taking you. Some of you who've never done this before, it almost feels like being at home because it seems familiar. It is a familiar thing because the universe is always in motion and you are a part of it. Very good. Feel that vibration. It is so cosmic, but also so real and so present. I'll count down to 3, and in your mind you can still say there's no hurry. We're going to bring it down to what we call a very soft landing. In 1, 2, and 3. Bring in both hands down slowly, acknowledging the journey that we just came from. And let's all lift water together. Gather from the earth in appreciation, very gently and delicately offering it up. Stopping at shoulder height as it is refined in the universe, appreciated, loved, and returned. Inhalation, turning the palms downward and settling it down very gently. Allowing the body to sway, releasing all that doesn't serve you. Very good. Acknowledge yourself, acknowledge your heart. Bring both hands to your heart. Step out of posture and just nod yes. Very good. Excellent. Give yourselves a hand. I don't know why I want to do this, but I just want to give my friend a hug right now. I did. Man. Wow. What did you notice? What did you? She said the body started doing its own thing. Yeah, okay. What did you notice? Mask. What did you notice? Man, that's the biggest smile I've seen since you've been here. My goodness. Yes. What did it? What, yeah. Wow. Just beautiful. Yes, ma'am. Mom. Yeah. Oh, are you serious right now? Oh my gosh, that's very good. That is beautiful. That'll be $4.99. We'll take checks over here. Larry's gonna take checks for us over there. Miss Linda, you're the bodyguard. Make sure nobody gets out the door without paying the $4.99. Okay, we're gonna do that. All right. I love that. Yes, 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 yes. No, but seriously, you always have access to that, and I just appreciate our newcomers coming today to take part in this. Thank you so much. Yeah. Yeah, so we're going to do one more because you all have been so wonderful, and we started a little late, but I want to make sure we give you time to receive what it is you deserve and what you desire and have access to that. The next two postures, we're going to do embrace the moon. Everyone say embrace the moon. What that does, that also you talked about releasing stagnation. Stagnation is like if you imagine a river, it may become blocked, like a dam. You know, the beavers are putting things there to build their house, and then the river becomes stagnant. Well, the body does the same thing based on emotional disharmony or physical trauma, things that happen. Embrace the moon is one of those things that was created to help us to release and feel free. It's very simple. One of the things we do is we express through the fingers as well. So I'll demonstrate and then we can just have some fun with that. And we won't make it so formal, okay? So just watch. Sometimes chi is hovering around up here because we're thinking too much or we're breathing from our chest. The chi is meant to reside in the lower belly, right here. So everything up here can just do the work of the universe. And here we go. So just watch. Embrace the moon. One hand is up here, just gently hovering above the heart, about a foot away from the heart. Elbow is down. The other hand is gentle. It's like holding a jar or a ball. And then we open the palms and we just notice our hands go around the entire universe, just like that. And it becomes almost that swaying effect like we did cloud hands. You can kind of play with it. I'm going to take it another step just to show you the possibilities. Watch this. And notice, each time I extend, the knee doesn't go past the toe. So we practice alignment so we don't put much pressure. But we turn the qua to align, just like the universe does. The body is a reflection of the universe. Inhale, exhale. So a body becomes a healing machine. The universe holds on to nothing. It continues to move in a natural flow. And remember, everything that is alive is a part of the universe. It's nothing religious. It's just all nature. So don't try to do this one, everybody. What I'm going to do is my mind is going to tell my body to just hold it on its axis like that. Yeah? That's why I said don't try that, but that gives you an idea what the potential is. So here we go, everyone. Let's start off with embrace the moon. Everyone say embrace the moon. Very good. Let's start off with the left hand on top, gently. And notice everything is rounded and relaxed. Perfect. First time I've ever seen a group where everyone has their shoulders relaxed and ready to go. And then we begin to open, where we turn the fingers outward. That extension of the fingers allow us to release stagnation as we turn the palms around and regather around the surface of our own little universe. And we begin to explore, opening those fingers wide while we're breathing. That's where the benefit of coordination comes from. So now we're going to explore 5 times on your own. Make it personal and just kind of explore your inner self as you do this. It's okay to notice the fingers, how gentle the fingers are. You may notice your heart mind. You may notice a gentle vibration smiling back at you as you breathe gently throughout this process. Larry's enjoying a little movement back there. Judy's noticing Larry and saying, "Go ahead, Larry, do your thing." Very good. Sue is taking her time to move very meticulously, but in a very relaxed fashion. Miss Deborah is joining forces with the universe, sort of tingling the fingers and joining the possibilities. Very good. And you sort of start to feel the flow. And for the next minute, I'm just going to let you enjoy this posture of expressing to the self while speaking to the universe. And remember to breathe gently and softly. If you feel like unthreading a foot from the earth and just kind of stepping up, releasing, and breathing out. I gotta admit, I was glancing in the back row and I saw Miss Judy back there sort of exploring. I'll say, yes, I love that. We're moving out the stagnation, but embracing love, gentleness, and motion. About 15 more seconds of this and continue to enjoy. Make sure the fingers are relaxed and open. And sharing love and receiving love. That's the purpose. If Carlos keeps this up, he's going to be levitating any moment now. Just beautiful. Very good, Carl. Very good, Larry. Miss Nona's back there. Our guests are just enjoying the motion and the feel. Let's slowly start to bring it down. I'll count down from 5 so you can take your time. There's no hurry in the universe. Birds don't think about being birds. They just be. Fish don't think about swimming in the sea. They just swim. Your true nature is relaxation and holding on to nothing that does not serve you. Even tension is a matter of state that you can decide to tap into, or you can release it through the breath. In 5, 4, 3, slowly coming down to that landing. 2, and settling your chi down in 1. Releasing. Shoulders are relaxed. The body is floating on a state of relaxation and connection with the earth. Everyone with me? Let's lift water together. Turning the hands over and gently settling it down. Last one down is the winner. That's right, the last one down. Breathing out, releasing. I think Carlos is going to win this one. Nope, Nona's going to win. Nona's communing. Oh, how beautiful that is back there. Miss Judy and Miss Nona's in the race for the last one. Carlos is cheating. He went back up again. I saw you, Carlos. I saw you. And down we come. 2, 3, and 4. Inhalation, bringing both hands to the heart, loving yourself and acknowledging yes inside. Step out of posture and give yourselves a hand. Very good. We're going to go on and take you through the last one, which is gathered from the sky and earth. The purpose of this is clear. Many times those who look to a higher power, we often look to the skies. Is that correct? But we know that force that created us is often everywhere. It's up to you what you want to believe. And we encourage, continue to tap into something greater than yourself. In the case of gathering from the sky, we make it intentional. We decide what it is we need for ourselves. We acknowledge it. But we also escort it down to a thing we call funneling. You know what a funnel is? Like if you ran out of gas and you had to put gas in your car, but you don't want it to go everywhere. The funneling, what happens here is we gather from the universe and we bring it right back down right here to a point we call what? Does anyone remember? The Bai Hui, place where 1,000 energies meet. So the movement looks like this, and then we'll do it together. Everything is gentle, and then we start to decide, I need softening of this thing in my life. I need to release. We bring it down gently, and we examine. We feel and receive that wave of emotion, that wave of energy, taking it down slowly. The reason this works from a science perspective, the body is like a huge antenna. It has information. It has blood. It has oxygen. It has chi. So when you gently move that wave of information based on what you ask for, it actually starts to release. And you receive, because you're moving the chi downward, you're releasing, leaving a place for clarity to receive in the Bai way. So science and Eastern medicine understands that. Now let's do the practice of gathering and releasing. Let's start with the gentle sway, getting our minds right and in alignment with what it is that we need or desire. I'm starting to feel like Deepak Chopra up here or something like that. So let's go. Don't do that. She says don't do that. Okay. All right, here we go, everyone. Gently round the arms as we come up slowly. Still, the shoulders are down and relaxed, so there's no stress in the chest. We start to gather from the clouds the information from the universe. We go up higher, and we speak to it through a silent message, a vibration from where we came. It understands our intention from the heart mind. And we gather that. And we start to gently funnel it down, slowly, very gently. We use very soft hands to bring it down slowly as we sway, and more importantly, as we breathe. Inhalation slowly, bringing it down, bringing it down, and gently swaying and feeling that wave of emotion coming inside to soften that which has been hardened, whether it's through trauma, through emotional pain, or just through a busy mind, and we want to soften it. And we're starting to releasing it down into the ground as compost. Just to be sure, we go up to visit, go up to gather some more, slowly bringing it in and bringing it downward at your own pace, and breathing that motion so it comes downward. Very good. Make it personal now. Whatever it is that you need, whatever it is desire for yourself, and you smile love into it as you bring it down so you can receive it with open arms, no judgment, but with consciousness and full presence. Do this one more time on your own and take your time. Make it personal and do it with self-care and with love. Let's slowly keep our eyes closed while we're engaged in this beautiful bridging between the present and possibilities. I'll start to count down from 5, but you take your time. There's no hurry, especially when it comes to embracing all possibilities. You take your time and feel whatever it is you need to release, whatever it is you need to embrace. The body and the mind makes it real. So real you can almost reach out and give it a hug and an embrace of love that was originally planted inside of you when you were first thought about. What do we call it? That's up to you, but some know it as no name. Some give it a name, but some things are so truly loved and filled with bliss, it is undescribable. Receive that if that is the hug, the embrace that you need for yourself or for someone else. I'll count down from 5 while you're in the midst of being present and receiving and releasing. And 5. Bringing the hands down slowly and gently and just going to a gentle flow. Inhalation and exhalation. And 4. Smiling inside at the present moment. In this moment of Qi and Tai Chi Gong. We call it that, but sometimes the feeling is indescribable. And 3, coming back to present, feeling the air, feeling the body, feeling the breath. And 2, and 1, bringing the hands down in preparation for lift water. We're going to end with the beautiful acknowledgement of the earth, man, and the universe. Reaching down to gather, slowly bringing it up in a smile of being present today in this present experience of love and friendship and embracing. Let the hands just sit there for a moment. So what you acknowledged, whatever you sent up to the universe is being refined, loved, nourished, and you're responsible for returning it back down to earth. Turning the palms over and slowly relaxing downward, shoulders down, elbows down. As a unified collective, we settle it back down to earth so gently. Again, like settling a newborn baby down to rest for the night. Feeling the caress of his skin, that soft baby blanket, as he looks at you and smiles before he falls off into a gentle sleep. You fill him with love and comfort, and he reflects the same back at you. Bring your hands to your heart. Acknowledge love to yourself with all possibilities. Inhalation, hold, exhalation, bringing the hands down slowly. Relax. Step out of posture. Let's start to open our eyes. If your eyes are closed, open your eyes. Welcome back, looking around at everyone in the room, looking around and kind of acknowledge with the nod. And let's say, welcome back, neighbor. Very good. Let's give you all a hand. Very good. Very good. Kind of shake it off a little bit. Very good. Excellent. And go on and have a seat, my friends, and thank you so much. Very good. Go on and have a seat. All right. And make sure you sit with your feet out just a little bit. Oh, wow. Is everyone feeling okay? Is everyone back? Okay, very good. We don't want to leave anybody out there floating around in space, just kind of, like this. Yeah, we can't have that. Yeah. So today, when we designed, when it was downloaded to me, you said, Tai Chi and Qi Gong does not have to be something that, hmm, not attainable and something so complex. So just these five basic postures can often connect you to what it is you need. The releasing of things that cause you stagnation emotionally or otherwise. And we know this human experience is not meant to rid everything. Everything is here to teach us a lesson, but to understand the things you're equipped with and tooled with are also there to teach you about possibilities and what you're equipped with, to release those things and to renew. Lift water, cloud hands, embrace the moon, gather from the sky and earth. Those are just a few of the possibilities. So, over the upcoming weeks, as we meet here on Wednesdays from 6 to 7, we encourage you to reach out to friends or family, those in need, and see if there's something that they can come here and see if they may enjoy themselves. None of this that we do is have to, but we offer a field of possibilities, not just to enjoy the Tai Chi Gong, but to come and to just embrace those fellow humans who have the same stressors, often seeking something or someone who can, connect with them just in conversation. So I thank each and every one of you for coming out today, and we look forward to seeing you in the future on Wednesdays. And I'd also like to acknowledge not just our leadership team, but Mr. Brian Dale, who made this safe space for us to come and enjoy each other. Let's give Brian a round of applause. Very good. I'd also like to acknowledge Larry and Crystal, who's doing our video and audio work. Let's give them a round of applause. And each of you are leads on the team of Tai Chi Gong at all of our sites. Let's especially give a round of applause to our newcomers today for the first time being here. So we're going to slowly bring this to a close. Does anyone have any questions at all? Anyone at all? Yes. What's the cost? Well, we start these prices out at $49.95 every minute. No, that's a lie. No. No, Brian and I talked about this, and his dedication is to do something wonderful for the community. And I believe that this is something that's going to give us the springboard to doing so. So we're only going to be requesting a donation. So in martial arts, or like when you go to karate school or judo school and you just want to drop in, you pay like a mat fee. That's what they would call it. So we're just going to call it a donation. And that's going to help to pay for the overhead, whatever that looks like. And if it's $1, $2, $3, 5, or 10, it's totally up to you. You decide the value of what you received that day. All right? And in gratitude, I'd like to really acknowledge his heart, because when we talked about this, he said, well, I don't necessarily want to, bleed the well dry, but any return is an investment back into the program and the program of possibilities. We want community wellness, those individuals who may have stagnation. And if they can come here and receive a little bit less, then it's worth it, because then they have the mobility, the mindset to continue moving on and living a life of peace and whatever they decide to achieve. May I ask you, what's your takeaway for today? Yes, ma'am. Yeah. Sorry to point you out like that, but you just seem to be so. Really? Is it still out in space? We need to receive it back down for it. Yeah. Really? And I just appreciate you coming. Thank you. And thank you for inviting. Yes, thank you so much. Any takeaway for you today? You know I was. You have that face like, why am I here? You know. But are you enjoying? Oh, okay. Excellent. I love it. And I saw you enjoying over there too. So thank you. I'm glad. I'm glad. Excellent. Very good. You're probably going to have one of the best sleeps you've ever had, by the way. Yeah.
Because of what I do in my 9 to 5 as a project manager, but also because of what I do as a massage therapist, I'm pouring in and I'm pouring in and I'm pouring in. And then before I massage, I pray
Mm.
for the individual on my table before I touch them and ask for guidance for where I need to go. So I realize I'm doing so much pouring out. I need to get pour back into myself. And so with this, I'm like, I was wondering, I was like, okay, I have to pour in myself what I'm going to do. So why I'm mentioning I thought it was martial arts as well. So I was like, okay. And I'm like, oh, okay. And I found myself, I'm like, I tell my clients to breathe. I'm like, I'm not breathing. I'm like, oh my gosh. And
Oh,
so this for
wow.
me is to pour back into me.
Amen. Absolutely. Thank you for that. And we go deep. All of those who participate in our groups understand we practice a specific kind of breathing, the lower belly breathing. And I ask everybody this question. If you were a baby before, raise your hand. Were you a baby before? So when you lay a baby down, the stomach moves up and down. Yeah. As you get older, we start to breathe from our chest. That's shallow breathing. So we're not sending oxygen-rich blood through all of the organs. And then you could function optimally when you do that. Yeah. And so that was discovered hundreds of years ago. And we talk about that. It's Taoist breathing is what it's called. It's a very natural thing, but the stomach moves in and out. Thank you for that feedback. I appreciate it. And I tell people I need it as well. I need the encouragement. We do the study and the refining, and that really helps. Yeah. What's your takeaway for today? Yeah. Absolutely. Wow. Oh man, I received that. Thank you so much. Wow. Oh man, yeah. Sometimes when I talk about these things, I try not to get emotional, and I stay but we're all emotional beings, and I know because the downloads that I receive, he told me to share everything that brings health, happiness, and healing to his children. That's why I was planting with the seeds at 13 years old, and before that, when I was wondering why I was going through those experiences, because he was preparing me for this. And he was preparing you for all of the gifts that you extend to other people, the selflessness you give to those on your massage table, sharing that love. So we all have to replenish ourselves so we can provide self-care to those who need it. Okay. Thank you so much. Is there any other feedback or anything you want to say? Yeah. Yeah, you're gonna wake up about 5 days later. That's what's gonna happen. You're gonna be in such a deep sleep. You're gonna wait. Yeah, and sometimes that's intentional. Larry, I thank you for coming out so much. Sue, Judy, Nona, Natalie, Verita, Mother Love, Carlos, and the rest of you. And you back there, Linda. All right, very good. Brian, did you want to come up and say anything real quickly, my friend? He's so humble back there, like blind Melly Jelly in his sunglasses. I'm good. I'm good. I'm good. Yeah. So without further ado, we're gonna go on and sign off. And I thank each of you. Remember to tell folks about us. Brian Thompson here, Be New for Life. Thank you so much. Thank you. Oh, wow.